another Generation 2 Plasticon review! Woo! Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Generation 2 accelerators. Rapido! Rapido or Rapido or however you want to say it. This guy's cool. Does not have a different name in Europe. It's an identical name. This guy is actually the leader of the group of accelerators. And this guy here seems to have a little different color plastic. I'm noticing that. I don't know if it's... maybe it's just me. I think it's just me. Anyway. Very, very cool. I do like these. These are supposed to be like little Daytona racers. I do like this car. This car is just really, really cool. It's an awesome concept. It almost kind of reminds me a little bit of Wheeljack in a way, just because of the shape of the car. But I do like these a lot. I do enjoy the European versus the American. The American's almost got like a greenish tint to the windows, which is kind of cool. But something about this hot pink just seems to work better with this. It's got a big 19 written on the sides of them. And I've actually got stickers on this one versus the other ones I did. So obviously he's missing the big engine here on the back. But to be honest, you know, even if he didn't have the engine, there's molding there. So they did make it so that way you can have the toy without the engine and not look bad. There's the rear ends of the cars, the other sides of the cars. Because they're cars. Vroom, yes, they roll. They roll! But yeah, this is accelerators. Anyhow, let's go ahead and go into a little bit of the detail here. I've obviously got the Autobot emblems right there. You can see it says Autobot. Same place in the windows. Not a big difference between the two, really. Other than the pink, there's really no difference whatsoever, even on the stickers, which I've noticed that as well. Very, very, very hollow foil kind of stickers, which are real shiny, and I do like that. Wish we had more of that. Maybe one day. Yeah, let's go into transformation. The gun itself pegs in with this little peg into that hole. So my suggestion when you try to find these guns, be sure when you're looking for them to make sure that that little peg is not broke off, because that could possibly break pretty easy. Anyway, quick transformation here. Flip the legs down. And then you're going to take the arms here and push them out. Now this is another guy that's notorious for the hood missing because it's friction. And it does like to pop off a lot, especially during transformation. I've noticed that. And then you'll take the back of the car here, which that's usually when it pops off when you're trying to do this. And then you flip that around. So that way, he doesn't have a backpack head. It's kind of funny though, because you know, this hood doesn't go down far enough for you to actually see his head very well. Skull. It's too bad too, because he really has a cool head skull. And these are actually pinned on, unlike Scram where there's just mushroom peg. There you go. This is the American version. Transform this one real quick. And the heads on this one do not move at all, so that's a plus, especially if you're trying to complete some of the guys, because sometimes the heads can be missing. There you go. Here's the European version as I'm knocking things over. Really, really cool. I do like the hot pink better, just mainly because of light piping is just crazy on these things. I mean, it's awesome. But that is Rapido! Anyhow, let's go on to my final thoughts. Anyhow, the accelerators in a whole are actually really cool. I do like them a lot, although, you know, tracking down the European version can be very tricky, especially if you're trying to find them complete for a cheap price. The ones I tend to find out there quite often, parts everywhere, normally would be Scram and Rapido. Windbreaker's kind of easy to find, aka Zap. He's not too difficult. The same thing with Turbo Fire, aka Hot Rider. But honestly, I think these guys are well worth the money. They don't normally run too much in the aftermarket, but they are pricey, especially if you're trying to get the European version. Normally you have to get those imported, which I kind of did because mine came from Canada. But these guys are very awesome. I do highly suggest you guys go out there and search these guys up because they are worth the money, especially if you're a Generation 2 fan like me and you really like these guys. These guys are really fun. They're pretty solid toys, to be honest. I didn't really have any issues. Like I said, the only issue I had was with his arm, but it's just, you know, because he's old and that's what happens to some of these guys. But then again, I found one like him before and he was missing both arms at one time, and I got him out of a junkyard kind of lot thing at like a Goodwill or something like that. I kind of rescued that thing and gave it away, but it was missing parts, and it's very easy to find these parts missing, especially on some of these guys. But the guns are very difficult to try to track down. That is one thing that you will have in difficulty trying to do if you don't find one that is complete. So I highly suggest you guys go out there and look for these guys because they're well worth your dime. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon. This has been yet another Generation 2 awesome review of colorful things, and we're going to have more. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out! My God, it's been a long month.